Now let's move to the graph. So what we have here, we have bold element pyrep numbers, pyrep bars, alert level. As you can see, it is 5, and reporting month is January 2021. Let's see what happened. ATA 3606, bold system, problem. Bleed air leak detection system or bold system last 3 months pyreps above alert level. Alert level is 5, 3 months is 20. Let's check it. This is 5, as we said. This is 7, right? 7, 7, 7, 6, 20. Some additional information: 10 delays, 2 cancellations, 1 rejected takeoff. Findings. First, number 1, 13 cases. System element, part number 360009, not properly installed. All 13 elements reinstalled. These 13 cases is out of these 20. Let me highlight it here. It's last 3 months, 20. Number 2, 5 pyreps, problem solved by resetting the system. That's what we did here. The next 2 pyreps, element failed and replaced. That's what we did here. Root cause analysis, or why this happened. Suppose our QA/QC department did problem solving activities and they found out. Let's see what they found out. The number 1 contributor is lack of training. Again, this is all this slide is example, okay? Lack of training. So bold element, not just lack of training, but specific. They are very specific. It says, for this particular mod, 36009 maintenance. So we have to train maintenance people to maintain this new mod properly. Lack of training. And this was 15 cases, again, out of this 20. Contributor number 2, bold element failure, 2 cases. Number 3, system integration problem, 2 cases. And 1 case is unknown. It can be LRU problem, or it can be system problem, or it can be lack of training. Who knows? Okay? So totally we have 15 plus 2, 17, plus 2, 19, plus 1, 20. This is the 20. Based on all this information, we have 2 types of solution. Number 1, short term, and number 2, long term. Let's start from short term solution. First, please, QA/QC department, please conduct for ABC Airlines PC55 fleet. Maybe they have PC556 also model. This fleet campaign, by the way, right? Bold system element installation audit together with the lead engineers. In your case, can be tech support or tech services. Whoever is in charge. Who is in charge in your company for this system? When? Within 7 days by March 2021. Second, develop procedures to control bold element proper removal installation and present it during next reliability review board meeting. Number 2, planning department. Schedule time work for bold element audit within 7 days by March 1st, 2021. So why we are doing this? Because we are telling QA/QC department and lead engineers, tech support, to do the audit. And then we have to tell them. Planning department should tell QA/QC and the lead engineer, say, hey, do you know what? January 1st, 2021, aircraft is 0008 is on the ground 2 hours from 10 to 12. How many hours you need for this audit? 1 hour. Okay, I'm going to issue now the task. Please go to this aircraft, 0008, right? Or whatever. March 1st, okay? Whatever. And aircraft is on the ground 2 hours. You need 1 hour. So please do this audit, do this task. Number 2, bold element, new modification, not all, but new modification maintenance task must be assigned to certified mechanics. So planning department should assign the task maintenance for this particular mod, for particular part number. Mechanics who are certified to do the job. And we are adding here, check with QA/QC. Why? Because QA/QC has the list of the mechanic names who get the training for this particular mod and who can do the job, who has certificate to do this job, to do this maintenance, to maintain this new modification. So QA/QC has this information. Number 3, part logistics. Check part number 36009 availability. Order bold element is required. Quantity check with tech support or tech services. ECD, February 2020, 28 February 2021. Number 4, maintenance engineering. In your case, can be technical services. Develop bold element removal installation task/job card. Second, support training department to develop appropriate training materials and conduct bold element, new modification 36009 removal installation training. And number 3, please support QA/QC department. Just repeating here, same thing. 5, by the way, we are still in short-term solution. Training department, develop and conduct, conjunction with ME department, bold element removal installation training within required time period. I'm using here just 1 month. ECD, 23 March 2021. As you can see, we have a very clear direction. Which department, what they have to do, and most important, when they have to do. So all this information here, including part numbers, including the specific items, we call it. So all information is here. This department do audit with this part number within 7 days, period. Long-term solution. Since this was related to, number 1, almost 70% was lack of training, maintenance. We are telling our long-term, training department To include bold element installation training, probably I put here maintenance, right? In ABC Airline technical and human factor training courses. Why technical? Let's say we have new mechanic, just hired, and if we want this mechanic to maintain this system, new modification, then definitely we have to train, right, this mechanic. And mechanic should be, by the way, also certified. Human factors, it means that once a year, or some aviation authorities, they have once in 2 years, human factor trainings, and this is, by the way, very good case study, right, to include in human factor training. Okay, this is very detailed information. Before we move to the next slide, I would like to read here, quick note. We can use same model for removals. In our case, we don't need here under section 4 because removals are section 6, right? And we can go to section 6 and do the same thing. But we can do the same thing for dispatch reliability, mission interruption, ground, flight interruptions, schedule completion rates, etc., 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 etc. Okay? It is very rare that you can see this type of information in the reliability report, but as I said, I'm going to show you different versions, and this is the one of the versions. You can have, if you want, you can have this type of information, or you can just eliminate some, remove some items, and a very simplified version. Now let's move to the next slide and see section 5, engine APO.